after they were released on a 5 million shillings bond and a surety of 2 million shillings and another cash bail of 1 million shillings. The reprieve brings to an end the 3-week spell in remand for the over 40 NYS suspects. Let's speak to my colleague Francis Ontomwa, who now speaks to us from our City Centre studio. Francis, this release now paves way for a judicial showdown of some sort between the prosecution and the suspects. Can Ontomwa hear me? Okay, so this, as I did mention, that release now paves way for the looming judicial showdown between the prosecution and the suspects. Let's take a look at what happened.
Hereby expunge the offending paragraphs.
The courtroom was packed to the brim as family and friends pitched focus to Lady Justice Hedwig Omolo. The determination now allows the over 40 NYS suspects to begin trial outside police custody. Among them, suspended Youth Affairs Principal Secretary Lilian Omolo, NYS Director Richard Ndumbai, and 5 members of the Naivasha-based Ngirita family.
Even as I grant bail, I'm alive to the seriousness of the charges the applicants and co-accused are facing. I also note that the total number of the applicants and co-accused is about 41, and they range from senior government officers to junior officers in the ministry and various departments. All these factors must be taken into account so that the terms and conditions of the bail bond cut across the spectrum.
Even with the reprieve, the ruling still comes with a bag of mixed fortunes. Some defense lawyers have already expressed concern on the heavy bond terms and conditions.
This court has been good to us. In as much as the terms and conditions are strict and they are harsh, the court has also seen it possible and that we might make variations or application for variations. That way it has granted us an opportunity to go to the trial court in case of any variations that we may need.
Some of the stringent measures pinned to the ruling include the submission of the suspect travel documents, suspects required to report at the Gigiri DCI offices, an order to desist from going back to their offices unaccompanied by the police, among others. The state is keen to see all the suspects attend court proceedings.
We applaud the court for setting the record straight and upholding the rule of law in granting bail.
Here in Kenya, the executive time and again clashed with the judiciary on the treatment given to cases touching on corruption. And today's determination will no doubt jolt a fresh debate. This time, the prosecution at the center of it. In the final analysis, the court has finally given its verdict, and the prosecution failing to convince the judiciary why bail should not be granted. And it's now down to the wire as a major judicial showdown begins. Francis Ontomwa, KTN News, Nairobi.